We're here today to show you some new helmets that are going to be kind of crossing over from 2015 into 2016, but comprehensively some of the best trail helmets on the market right now from a number of manufacturers. So starting out, we're going to show you the A1 from Troy Designs, kind of a very legendary company in the motorsports world that's also making product in the mountain bike industry as well now. And obviously they've been huge as far as protection when it comes to cycling and motorsports. So with that being said, a couple of years ago, TLD launched the A1 helmet, which has probably been one of the most popular trail helmets out and available from the legendary manufacturer. It's kind of a straightforward design, nothing too complex as far as what they've done here. We've got great ventilation. We've got the ability to use this helmet with a goggle. We've got a nice adjustable visor here. And one of the cool features with the visor is how we can really lock that visor in place so it's not moving around on us as we ride. Really nice, comfortable padding. Arguably one of the most comfortable helmets on the market would be the A1. It does come in a variety of colors and obviously sizes as well. But this is a good representative with the silver pinstripe and the blue. So TLD, the A1. So our next helmet on the list is one of the cooler helmets out on the market right now. And as we mentioned, it also is pushing the envelope as far as the technology that they've incorporated into their design. We'll start with the MIPS technology, which we're starting to see in more and more helmet manufacturers. It stands for Multi-directional impact protection system, and I believe one of the most recent announcements I saw, there's maybe another 20 to 30 helmet manufacturers that are going to start incorporating this technology because there's real science behind it and how it helps reduce the risk of concussions and trauma on the brain. So without further ado, if you look to the inside of this helmet here in the Smith forefront helmet, you can see this kind of yellow gray liner that goes in here, and you can notice it's got a little bit of movement to it. So what that's doing is basically by moving in that nature, it's going to mimic how our brain is floating within our skull and essentially help us reduce the risk of concussions when we have those rotational impacts, which doctors have found are the most traumatic and the source of a lot of the concussions we see with bicycling accidents. So with that said, Smith has taken it even further with their helmet design as well. As you can notice, they've used a different type of material on the inside here, known as choroid. This is a polymer material, so it can be recycled. But one of the bigger things that we've seen, and Smith studied with their R&D, was that it helps reduce energy transfer by 30% over your conventional type of helmet. So that's another increased benefit that they've helped provide even better protection with this forefront design, and to help keep us safe on the trails. It does have great airflow, but the honeycomb design is also said to kind of draw air in and also have a cooling effect as well. And then we've got air vents above here to help draw air and keep your glasses or goggles from fogging up. Helmet does integrate well with goggles, so if you're an enduro racer and willing to run goggles, you could do that with the goggle strap holder in the back. Also could hook up a GoPro mount or night riding light later with that adapter piece on the top. And then obviously we've got our adjustable visor, which is pretty across the board standard there. But Smith took that design a step further. Obviously, being a sunglasses company, they thought about the fact that a lot of times we come to a stop while riding and our sunglasses are fogging up, but we don't have anywhere to put them. So with that being said, they integrated this line into the helmet so that you could basically take their shades and throw them up top on your helmet, and they're not fogging up and you got somewhere nice to put them. Would also mount on the back as well if desired to do so you're not locked in only one way to do it. So very well thought out. They did their great homework and designed a really cool helmet here with the Smith forefront. And you can see the increased coverage, as you'll see with all these helmets on the back. It's going to come down nice and low to get you, great coverage over the back of the head there. Moving forward, we're going to step into our next manufacturer, Bell Helmets, the legendary American helmet maker. They've also made some great strides in recent years to help further give us more protection and fortunately at a much lower price point. So with that being said, this is the Stoker helmet. This is going to be kind of our more price point friendly helmet in the trail lineup from Bell Sports. And what you can see here is obviously, as mentioned, we've got the nice low coverage on the back. We're using your kind of traditional styrofoam material for the helmet. And on the inside, we've got the yellow liner, which is that MIPS liner to help, reduce the rotational forces on the brain. Nice adjustable system for inside the helmet, and then the pads are an anti-microbial, antifungal pad as well. That's going to dry quickly, but also be comfortable on your head. So the Stoker at $95, you could get into a pretty sweet trail helmet and not break the bank and maximize your protection. Now if you're looking for a little bit more integration, that takes us to our Super helmet here, which has probably been the most popular helmet for us here at Fresh over the last year, just because price point wise it's very price point friendly, but they've got some killer features to go with it as well. Notice it's very well ventilated, so we're going to get good airflow. It's a very comfortable helmet, I can tell you from experience, because this is the helmet I'm actually riding in right now. We've got a very adjustable visor, probably the most adjustable visor of all the helmets we're showing you today. Keep the sun out of your eyes. It is removable if you don't want to keep it on the helmet. And then we've already got the GoPro integrated mount on top included, which could be subbed out for a light if you desire to do so. Once again, we'll go back to the inside of the helmet, and you can see the yellow MIPS liner that's incorporated into the Super 2R here. Other thing you can take notice is the vents on the inside above here help draw air in to keep your glasses from fogging up. And then once again, the X-static pads that are anti-microbial, anti-fungal, and they're going to dry quickly. And once again, this is a very comfortable helmet. And taking their design a step further, they also integrated a chin bar that could be added if you desire to do so. So if you want to check this helmet out, this is just the black version of the same Bell helmet. You can notice it's got the same liner, but the chin bar has been added onto it. With 3 simple buckles, we've got 2 on the sides and 1 in the back. We're able to have that chin bar to give us a little extra protection for teeth, jawline, what have you. Pads are removable if you desire to take them out or need to clean them. But for those longer days in the saddle, you're doing an enduro stage race, and you don't want to necessarily keep this on all the time while you're climbing. You can take it off, put it in your pack, get to the top of that stage, and then break it out. Pretty sweet design, very thought out, and very cool that they're offering that level of protection. Putting the chin bar back on, you'll notice we have 2 small hooks at the front here. Those hooks are going to seat in the helmet at this point and allow us to lock that chin bar on so that we'll have no issues while riding. So you just want to make sure those seat in. And that quickly you can convert a standard trail helmet into a full face helmet and further maximize your protection at the end of the day. Very sweet design once again from Bell Sports. And our last helmet in the line is the POC. And POC kind of set the standard when it came to MIPS technology. They were one of the first manufacturers to start incorporating the MIPS technology into their helmets. POC, the company itself, started in the ski industry, and that kind of knowledge and what have you trickled into the bike aspects for them. Cool features on the POC helmet. Once again, you've got your MIPS liner, as we already noted. This is another very comfortable helmet. The pads are also treated, as well as the inside, that's antimicrobial, antifungal, try to keep it from stinking. They give you an extra liner when you buy the helmet along with the helmet bag. But more key features to this helmet that you can't really see is the outer casing has an armored technology, which is essentially Kevlar that is around the outside of the helmet. That gives us further protection, especially against major impacts. We actually had one of our good customers get hit by a car going head-on at 45 miles an hour, and the POC helmet saved his life. He probably would not be here if it was not for that helmet. So with that said, I can speak volumes about this helmet and how happy we are to have it in our lineup, and ultimately any and all of these helmets, we're helping and hoping that it will help you be the safest as possible on the trails. Pretty good rundown. I think these are probably covering the most popular helmets out on the market for our trail riders, our enduro racers and whatnot. And once again, great coverage, great protection, great ventilation, but at the end of the day, it's going to give you the best protection for your money. Anyways, come by and see us at Fresh. We'd love to get you fitted and sized up and get you out on the trails. We'll see you soon.